Hi folks, this is Danny at Bradley James Classics, and today's classic is a BMW Z3, and it is the Z3 to have. And as you can probably tell from this angle, yes, it's got those lovely wide rear arches, so that means it is in fact the 2.8. Now this is a trade-in car, and we are offering this trade-in car at a very reasonable knockdown trade price to clear. We've literally had it in as a part exchange, and even though it is undoubtedly a lovely modern classic, it isn't up to our usual retail standard. Therefore we are literally selling her for what we allowed. Now grab a bargain, because I happen to believe that these superb little BMWs will be at a very strong price with not too many years to come, because they just happen to be a remarkably capable little two-seater sports car. Now the 2.8 and the larger engine BMW, even though the 2.2 or the straight 6 one is still great, the 2.8 really is the power you want and need, especially with a manual gearbox in this beautiful little early Z3. Now it's a T registration, making that a late 99 car. It's had a lot of money spent on it actually. Now it's done a few miles, and as I say, this is not a pristine example, even though it is presenting very tidy here. I'll walk around and show you what I mean. Now this is bright red car. Some people think it's called Japan red, but I can tell you it's called Hellrot, which I think means hell red in German. It's a bright red, black electric roof, alloy wheels, but not too big that it rattles your fillings out. It's actually got some nice chunky tyres. The car has had a good spend on it. Braking system, well, in fact I've got some invoices, some quite large invoices that are quite recent. Here's one from April 23. Rear brake pipes, rear brake backing shields, rear brake hand brake shoes and fitting kit. So obviously this car must have suffered with some corrosion on the brake pipes, and it looks like they've all been replaced, along with the rear backing plates on the rear discs. That's been done by Bavarian, which is a BMW specialist in Shropshire. And then also from 2000, well this year, 2023, we got another spend, a larger spend here, £670. It's had a new alternator, it's had bonnet cables, intake boots, drive belt tensioners, and just generally fettled to the tune of £670. So I've got two receipts in my hands here, which add up to £1,500, and then there's another receipt. Let's see how much that one is, and let's see what it's for. It's nice to give you an idea of what's gone on. Oh, that's had a replacement header tank. That was £80. What's this other one here? Oh, this is the last MOT. What's on this one here? I just want to make sure I'm giving you all the invoices I'm seeing. Yeah, so I've got invoices for over £1,500 here, all from this year, what the car's had spent on it. I know that the previous owner had mentioned the fact that it had the advisories carried out from the last MOT, which was to wax oil the rear subframes and clean up the suspension. It spoke about corroded brake pipes, but they were all replaced, so the advisory work was carried out. Now the car starts on the button. It's got a high quality battery on. These cars go very well, especially the manual version, and I will give you a quick look around the car just so you can see that the bodywork is in fact rather straight. Significant lack of peel, because they do tend to lose their lacquer, and bright red cars can be a challenge to keep nice and clean. front wings all in one panel. The front bumper's in good order. Now you have got stone chips if you look closely on that front bonnet, which I think are due to the mileage and a very low nosed car. The front bumper looks good. This front wing, that lovely bit of BMW styling down the side and through to that driver's side door, all looking rather smart. Now the car does have an electric sunroof. One of the reasons this car is coming to you at a knockdown price is that I will show you actually in a photograph, but the rear glass, or the plastic I should say, in the hood, the rest of the hood is otherwise okay, but I have noticed it's been taped up, the rear window, so that's probably to stop any water ingress. It does have ASR, so it's a traction control which you can turn on and off, heated seats, and there's that electric button here. I've got quite a nice stereo here which does Bluetooth, and you can talk into it, and you can put a memory card in and plug various devices in, so that looks a fairly good stereo. And there's those leather two-tone seats that look very smart, and as you can see they are the BMW sport seats. The usual electric windows and windows that adjust. You have a leather steering wheel, and that's an N-Tech logo here. That chrome knob there controls the lights. But generally I must say it's pretty clean and tidy inside. It's showing 127,000 miles, which is quite respectable considering the mileage. A nice stereo system in there, I've got to say. The speakers are good, so I'm not sure if he's had extra ones or not, but it does have the speakers up in the doors and the speakers behind the driver. It's got these rollover bars built in, and you have got some cubby holes here to put some extra stuff in here and then up the top. But a decent sized boot as well. So I've got the engine running, so you can hear that legendary. It's got a real nice sound to it when this car is on the move. The tyres are Dunlop SP Sports, they're very chunky and they're all matching. They're especially chunky on the back. And with this particular engine, this particular car, I would recommend a bit of grip. There's that big BMW 2.8 engine, really soaks up the engine bay. Hope you can hear me okay. BMW Hill Rock tells me there. So here she is under the engine, built in January 99, and everything present and correct in here. No air conditioning. My advice, if you are getting hot, I'll probably tell you flippantly to probably take the put the roof down a bit. Let me just make sure I can shut that bonnet for you. There we are. Really benefit from a replacement BMW badge. But there are little things you can do to this car if you're looking to return it to get it to look perfect, or you can drive it just as it is for a bit of fun. Excellent performance figures from this car. 5-speed manual gearbox married to that legendary power from the big 6-cylinder 2.8 engine. Twin exhausts out the back, and there's the angle on those arches. I will pop the roof back up so you can have a look at a few photos of the roof up. As I say, the roof actually otherwise is fine. It's a black cloth roof. It does need the rear plastic window sorting out. I believe there are specialists around that can stitch another one in, but at this price point it's something you can settle with yourself, drive it as is, and just improve it as you go. But you've got a really good base. It's a solid car, it's solid underneath, and I've got to say it drives especially well. No untowards knocked bangs or warning lights. It's a great BMW at the price point. It does have a large history file. It does come with its original manuals and service books. Now, the BMW servicing stopped quite a few years ago, but there is a host of invoices and receipts that will show you what's going on. Well folks, I hope this video of the 99 BMW Z3 2.8 manual If you've enjoyed it, if you'd like to come and see this car, please give me a call, send me an email and rearrange a viewing. We offer part exchange, we offer full UK transportation at competitive prices, and as I make this video, this car is in stock and available for sale. Now at the moment it's got a short MOT, so we will offer this car with a full 1 year's MOT for the asking price. Well folks, thank you for watching today's video. It's Danny of Bradley James Classics signing out.